Hello, is this thing working? Baxter, go get me some bacon. Well, hello, all you people out there and stuff. I'm doing pretty good today, and I hope you are too. And you'd never guess what I'm here to talk to you today about. I mean, there's a lot of things I could talk to you about today. Moon shining, cow tipping, mud bogging, all the type of stuff we hunt, what we hunt those old animals down with. But before we get on to that other good stuff, I need to talk to y'all about something else. I'm going to be talking to y'all about a couple things you need to know if you're going to live in the country and survive. So hopefully maybe after this video, if you come down here and try to live here, you'll actually survive in this cool old place. I mean, look at the good old boys, they get along just fine. So let's start off with the basics. If you're going to live here, you're going to need to learn how to drive on the roads. And the roads around here are real twisty, you know. They go up and down mountains. Sometimes you go through mud, other times you're going through gravel. In the wintertime, you're going all through this yucky stuff. And it's like, you're going to need some good old trucks to go through here. You can't survive out here without a good old truck. All those stupid little cars, they don't do crap around here. And you're gonna have to find yourself a good old house to live in. It ain't like you're gonna be in the city. You can't find no fancy little house on no fancy little street. Where we're from, we build our own houses, and we have our own barns and our own sheds. And if you're gonna live down here, you're gonna need to know all the types of stuff to build and how to build it. And also, your car, the only thing you're gonna need. Other than that truck, you're gonna need a four-wheeler, a tractor, a lawnmower. Gonna have to start mowing your own lawns. And in the winter, you're gonna have to start shoveling out your own driveway. Gonna need to have your own farm. Gonna need to learn how to grow stuff like pumpkins, melons, cucumbers, squash, some carrots, maybe some sunflower seeds, some potatoes, some tomatoes, maybe some onions, some lettuce. Man, there's a whole lot of good old stuff y'all need to learn how to garden out here. And if you want to make your woman happy, you better learn how to garden some flowers. But I haven't even touched on all the basics yet. Heck, you're gonna need to know how to raise animals properly and what type of animals you're gonna need. Not only are you gonna need to learn how to raise a cow, you're gonna need to know how to milk a cow. Not only are you gonna need to know how to raise a pig, you need to learn how to catch one. And you're gonna be raising sheep and chickens. And you're even gonna have to buy yourself a couple of good old trusted dogs. I mean, the animals you'll have out here will be endless. And you'll need to know how to take care of them year round. Like actually take care of them like a good man. And speaking about animals, let me start talking about hunting. Now, us around here, we like to hunt a lot. We hunt big animals, small animals, all types of animals. Sometimes we rely on them to feed us. Now, there's special types of seasons you can hunt them. Like deer season only comes once a year. You can't hunt deer all year long. You have to wait till your deer season, and you can only hunt a certain amount of deer while it's there. And whenever turkey season comes around, you get those little gold gobblers, and you just shoot them on down. They have some pretty tasty meat. And sometimes, if you know what you're cooking right, you can cook some good old roadkill. Be driving your old big old truck up the road, and then all of a sudden you see this good old animal come across, bam, you hit it with your truck. Go run out of your truck, maybe make sure it's dead. Sometimes it ain't really dead. Gotta make sure. Throw it in the back of your old truck. Take that good old animal home, cook out the meat. If you cook it just right, that meal tastes mighty fine. I mean, that roadkill don't cost one single penny, and if you cook it just right, it can be the best meal in the world. And while we're talking about animals, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about those little fishies. And before you need to go fishing, you need to know where to fish, what to fish with, what type of fishing pole to use, what type of bait to use, how to bait a hook, what type of fish you're supposed to eat, how big of a fish to keep, and most important, you better have yourself a fishing license, 'cause if you don't, the law'll come after you, and they ain't friendly people around here. And I haven't really touched on what we don't have, but we don't have all things. We don't have no cellular service, so all those little old phones you have, they won't do you no good. We don't have no big old fancy stores you can buy all your crap at. We don't have no good places to party. We don't live in no big old city. Heck, most of the time we don't even have this YouTube stuff. You can't get on this internet stuff at our houses. We don't have all that media. We don't have all that business crap. We're out in the middle of the free. Out in the middle of the open. Whole bunch of freedom and wilderness, and we can be ourselves. And you better know how to chew snuff, along with riding several different types of animals, including horses and bulls. You better know how to ride a bull. And the longer you know how to ride a bull, the better man you are. And you better not be making no enemies, 'cause when you live in a small town or a small place, you see the same people every day. Same faces every single day. And if you get one mad, you get all of us mad. I mean, but it's hard to get people mad out here in the country. We're easygoing nice folk, for the most part. And also something I forgot to talk about is you need to know how to work your weapons, along with owning a knife. You need to know how to fire your gun properly and where to aim it and how to use it exactly. If you actually read the owner's manual, it might do you some good. You don't aim it sideways and fire it all happy like. You don't fire it from your hip and act like a darn fool. You don't aimlessly just wave it around and fire it wherever you want. When you use a gun, you gotta be slow and steady and look down the right side. 'Cause if you're doing it right, those things are deadly. I killed a man once with a gun. Nah, I'm just playing with you. But really. And those are the basics on out here if you're gonna live out here in our country. I mean, there's a lot of other things I could touch on about. Heck, I could go all day if you wanted. But you know what? You probably have to get back to your fancy little life. But that's okay, 'cause you gave me like 10 minutes of my life to sit down and listen to me. And you know what? I appreciate that. So get on out of here with your silly self. And one day if you live in the country, you can live a good old happy life with the good old boys.